All right, lovelies, I am very excited. Look what just came in the mail. My Sydney Grace mystery bags. Wow, shipping? Holy moly. Okay, everyone at Sydney Grace, you are doing a great job. Thank you so much. I cannot even imagine how much chaos there is right now. The Christmas and July sale is in full swing right now. We're about midway through, and I wanted to get this swatch video up very quickly for those of you who are curious and are interested in maybe still trying to pick up mystery bags while they are available. Now, if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist, and here on my channel I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. We're gonna dive right into this. I literally was just leaving the house. I walked outside and I saw this bag sitting at my door and I was like, I gotta go in. I figured I had to do an unbagging, if you will, and swatches of the things that I'm going to end up keeping, because I'm sure that there may be some things in here that I already have or don't really think I'll use, and I won't end up keeping those. Maybe I'll put them in a future giveaway. By the way, I do want to do a little giveaway soon. So if you want to be eligible for a future giveaway, make sure you're subscribed, and I do have one coming to Instagram very soon. So make sure you're following over there too. It's Keep Beauty Real as well. Okay, we're gonna dive right in. I did get 3 bags this year. I only picked up 3 because I really didn't want a lot of crossover. Now, if you are new to Sydney Grace, welcome to one of the best indie brands on the planet. I love their eyeshadows. I love their cream shadows. I really don't think I've gotten anything that I don't enjoy. There are some things that I don't prefer to use just style-wise, but there's nothing that is bad quality that I've ever tried so far in general. So I got 3 bags. So they had the blue bag, they had a pink bag, or a peachy pink bag, if you will, and then they had the red bag. So each bag comes in either a light or a deep version, depending on what your makeup preferences are or depending on what your skin tone is. So we're gonna get into these right now. I am so excited. Sydney Grace is definitely a brand that I really enjoy. I am probably gonna be shopping one more day of the sale, and like I said, if you are thinking about trying to snag one of these bags, hopefully it helps you out. Let's get into it. Okay, I will have this timestamp down below so that if there was one bag or another that you were interested in, you can go ahead and hop around. So starting with our deep red bag, again, this is the beautiful bag. It's this very lovely, I would say like almost leaning into burgundy, like a deep, like a deep, slightly cool burgundy shade. So love that bag. And then I am very excited because this will be my first Sydney Grace brush that I get to try. Okay, I think that this is the powder brush. Ooh, it feels very soft. So that is the shape right there. I'm gonna turn my light down just a little bit. We're a little extra glowy right now. That was unnecessary. I literally just like was so excited. I sat down, went click, 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 turned everything on, and didn't even think to adjust it. So hi, welcome to the reality of what I actually look like. Okay, so this feels very soft. I'm gonna be really excited to use this one. And I'm sorry, if these had came before I did my makeup, I probably would use a few on the eyes. I have a lot of content here on my channel using Sydney Grace. I actually just recently filmed my cream shadow collection video, which by the way, I have one right here, and it's one that I don't have. That's really exciting. That's a little sneak peek of what else is in the bag, but I do have a cream shadow video here if you want to see all my creams. I love those. I wanted to talk about those for the sale because they are what I would highly recommend picking up. But I have a lot of videos using Sydney Grace. I have also on my Instagram over the last few days, I've used some different products so that I could show you some of my favorites. I am thinking about putting up a little reel of my top 10 single shadows before the singles day starts. I'm totally like getting off track, but all I wanted to say was I'm sorry that I can't be putting any Sydney Grace on my face. This look you will be seeing come very soon because I just filmed it this morning. But let's dive into what we have here. I have to say I'm already super excited about what I see. So I'm gonna pull out a large empty Sydney Grace palette here to start popping things into. These I believe are also available, and I like them. I like the smaller ones more than this big one, just because I actually find that they're a little bit too shallow, and like some certain eyeshadow pans hit the top there, but they are nice for something like this where I just need to throw a bunch of shadows in or different magnetic products, if you will, to be able to organize and not have them sitting loose on my table. So let me pop these out and we can do some swatches. All right, zoomed in nice and close. So here are the shadows and highlighter that came in my mystery bag. I am so excited for this set because this is exactly when I was going through my Sydney Grace collection, I was like, you know what? I really need some like rosy pinky shades. I have a lot of like warm oranges. I have a lot of greens, a lot of browns, but I didn't have anything in that like rosy mauvey situation. I think I only had like one rosy shade. I did also get one cream shadow and one lip cream, so we will be swatching those as well. So first off, this shade of highlighter. Now, I will be honest, I don't know that this will ever be a highlighter for me, but I think it could be a blush topper or, you know, obviously a beautiful eyeshadow. Truly, I feel like the Sydney Grace highlighters are very similar in formula to their like shimmer shadows, their pressed pigments, if you will. But this one, it just has something special about it. And so right away when I saw it, I was like, ooh, I definitely think I'm gonna keep that. So this is the shade Deep Devotion. It's this, oh, I mean, this is very pretty, but here's the thing about this, and I talk about this all the time, but if you have a product that has it's so metallic and reflective that when it's not hitting the light, it's going to look like this. So if you put this on your cheekbones and you are lighter skinned like I am, it's going to recess your cheek. So a light hand with a brush to use this as a topper shade is probably going to be what I use. Otherwise, I'll probably use it as an eyeshadow. I mean, that is stunning. Or, ooh, like if you're into like body bronzing or body embellishment, whatever we're gonna call it, I think that would be very pretty too. All right, and then here we have the 4 powder shadows. So here you have Yours Forever. This is a beautiful like cranberry, slightly rosy shade. And then you have Together Forever, which is one of my favorite types of shades. It's like a beautiful, kind of like, I don't know, it's a beautiful light cocoa shade. You know how like cocoa has that slight pinky tone? This is like a light cocoa shade. So then we have You Have Me. That's the shade underneath it. That is like a warm rosy mauve, I would say. And then we have Relentless Beauty, which is a cooler mauve, like definitely more into the pinky tones. So this is definitely pretty. If you have green eyes or you have blue eyes, I think that you'll really enjoy this. I mean, this is, I think, a tone that looks good on anyone. And I think that this color story would look very good on anyone. This is very like Natasha Denona retro vibes to me. Very pretty. Okay, so here we have the other 2 products that came in my bag. This one is the Cream Shadow and Suntan. Can you see how, oh, I don't even know if you can see how glistening and gorgeous that is up against my, ooh, there you go. Like, look at that shine. I love the Sydney Grace cream shadows. I mean, look at that. For me, these combine long wearing and easy to blend ability. The phrases I've been using lately, it's unreal, but yes, they're very long wearing, they're easy to blend out, they're pretty low maintenance, and I love them, and they're so flippin' shiny. Now, the other product that we have here is a lip cream. This is the shade Tracy. So I have one other lip cream, and this is a very, very pigmented, saturated formula. It's really nice and creamy. This color, I think, is gonna be very beautiful. I'll probably pop it out a lot in the fall. The thing that I am curious about is the scent here. So I used to not enjoy the scent of the lip creams. They had this like kind of chemically plasticky smell, but this just smells very sweet. Like you're gonna have to be okay with sweet, but it smells like sweet vanilla cupcake. I'm gonna send a message right now to the Sydney Grace team to see if they worked on the scent of these, because this does not smell like my last one. So hopefully they get back to me while I'm filming this. Otherwise, I will try to put a pinned comment down below. But in the meantime, here is my full bag of my dark red, or my deep red bag. Now, of course, Sydney Grace doesn't guarantee that like every single bag is gonna be the same. So you might end up with 1 or 2 different items. Maybe you get a cream shadow, but it's a different shade, something like that. And again, I think the crossover within the bags, as far as like the light and dark, definitely you get a couple of the same shadows for sure. I saw Mandy Lee did an unboxing, or an unbagging, if you will, with some Sydney Grace things that she was sent. By the way, I did purchase all of these. I purchased all of mine, but I know Mandy Lee was sent them by the brand, and there was some crossover in the shades of maybe the lip cream was the same as well, but for sure a couple of the shadows were. All right, now let's go ahead and dive into this bag right here. Okay, well, this bag, so this is the light version of the pink bag. I mean, obviously the bag itself isn't pink, but the color category for this was listed as like a pinky peach. So we'll see, but I can already see something that I'm not gonna end up keeping. Should we just pull that out right away? Oh, it's open. Oh my goodness. It's open. It's open, but it was closed inside. So I will say this looks very beautiful. This is a loose pigment or a loose glitter. Hopefully you can see it. This is called Earth and Sea, I'm sorry. It looks like a really beautiful, maybe if I can get close enough, you can see in the bottom there. It's a beautiful, almost like teal and gold and like blue reflect. This reminds me of like, kind of like the color of the Scrooge cream shadow, but obviously in like mega sparkle. The thing is loose pigments, loose glitters, and I can't get down with that. So this is listed as a biodegradable loose glitter. Fun. They're so much fun, but I just know I won't use this. And you know, that is part of getting a mystery bag. I think that these mystery bags, even if you get 1 or 2 items in it that you wouldn't use a lot, you can gift it to someone, but it's still a really great value. Ooh, okay, so this color. This looks very pretty, but I don't know that it will be something that I use a lot of, so I will probably gift it along. This is a pressed pigment. This looks gorgeous though. This is the pressed pigment in Welcome to the Family. So hopefully you can see here, it is not showing up as like gorgeous as it is. It almost looks like a rosier, yeah, a rosier and even shinier version of this Deep Devotion. So if you like this and you are okay with a looser pigment, you might like this one. I think that this would be gorgeous. This actually kind of reminds me of MAC Tan pigment. Let me see if I can pull that one out here. Ooh, okay, so they're not exact, but they're close. Tan is a little bit more like warm neutral, whereas Welcome to the Family is like slightly like a rosier tan. Very pretty. I just know that I won't use it. I'm very tempted to dip my fingers into this right now, but I just know that I won't use it. So I'm gonna pop it in here for someone else to enjoy. Can we just take a moment though, now that I've gotten my dirty paws all over the lid, can we just take a moment to appreciate the packaging? I mean, look how pretty this packaging is. I'm trying not to blind you too much, but it's this beautiful rose gold embossing on the top. Well, it's embossed and it's rose gold. It's not rose gold embossing. Anyway, let's move into some of the other goodies in here. Okay, I'm really excited for this. I don't know, and I know that they, I think, do create certain items specifically for the mystery bags. I don't think I've seen this one on the website. I was perusing the cream shadows, trying to decide if I wanted to add any to my collection, and I did not see this one. This is the cream shadow in Destination Wedding. Have I missed it? I'm gonna swatch it for you right now. Okay, it might be just for this collection, but I think I know now why, if it was on the website, I skipped past it. So this shade, don't worry, it's a good thing. I mean, I'm happy with this, but this is the shade Destination Wedding. How pretty is that? Ooh, it is definitely a like warmy pink shade, and it has little bits of silver mica in it. So I have 2 other shades with the more like mica / glitter formulas of the cream shadows. One is Stolen Kiss, and I just was not a fan of that formula. It's kind of chunky, a little bit patchy. The other is, I believe, Starstruck, and that one's fine. It has the little silver glitters in it. It's beautiful. It goes on the lid fine, but I was just like so scarred. Was scarred by that Stolen Kiss shade, so I just haven't picked any of the other ones up that have the sparkle in them, so maybe this is one of those. Beautiful formula. It went on smooth like a dream. No patchiness at all, as you can see. I'm really excited to have this. Okay, now for the rest of the items in this bag. So I do have one that I already have, and there's another shade that is so close to something that I already have. So the first one that I already have is this blush. This is mine. I have the other one set to the side because I'll end up doing something with it, putting in a giveaway probably. So this is the blush in Belle of Georgia. This is very pretty. I just wore it the other day. I think in my recent Sydney Grace video, my cream shadow video, I am wearing this one. I had like packed it on pretty well. So this one I think would work for light to my color, which I'm pretty tan right now, but I think you could use this as deep as I am if you don't mind packing it on a little bit for like a healthy like wash of color, but deeper than me, you're probably not going to enjoy this. And this was the light version of the bag, so that totally makes sense. So, ooh, can you even see the blush? Okay, so you can kind of see right here. It's just this beautiful, like peachy nude tone. Very pretty. The other shadow that's in here that I'm not going to open up, I did go ahead and look, and I feel like it is very close to one that I have. So what I'm gonna do is I just pulled it out. It's still in the packaging, but this is the shade Nomadic Radiance. So it's maybe a little bit hard to see here. What I'll do is I'll swatch the shade that I have that is very close. This one just seems so close to Mint Chocolate Chip, and I have that one. I actually just wore it recently. You can see it on my Instagram because I did a look recently using it. So if you want to see that, but I will pull that out to swatch with the rest of the shadows that are in here. I'll be right back. Oh, really quick before I get to swatching. Here, this second set right here, this is with Mint Chocolate Chip. That's the one that I already own that I feel like is very close to that Nomadic Radiance, I think it was called. And then here are the other colors. I will swatch them right now. All right, so here we have the entire mystery bag. This is, again, the pink light, if you will. So this was that cream shadow, and then next to it, which you kind of can't see, is the Belle of Georgia blush. Now for the shadows, I did get 3 mattes. We have the Next Chapter. That's this one here. It's a really beautiful, warmer shade, like whereas the Deep Matte in the red palette definitely had more of that like burnt red base. This one is more of like almost like a soft rusty brown. Now the next shade is the shade Time to Celebrate. I just want to take the little mauve shade from the previous, from the red one. Oh yeah, those aren't the same at all. This one is definitely darker. So this is that mauvey one from the deep red bag. So this one is just a very light, I would say like bridal nudie mauve. Then the next one is Love and Happiness. And this is a beautiful, I would say like earthy, plummy gray. Yeah, an earthy, plummy gray. Now, this next one, it's really pretty. It's prettier in the pan, I'm not gonna lie. It's prettier in the pan just because it looks multi-tonal. This is the shade Coliseum. So this one in the pan, it's almost like flecks of like a rosy bronze and a metallic brown. So that's, I mean, that's what you get at the end, is like a metallic brown with a little bit of a hint of rose. It's pretty. Then this next shade, I've already forgotten, is Today and Forever. And again, this is just a beautiful like rosy bridal shade. Yeah, it's just like a beautiful rosy bridal shade. Now this bottom one here is not the one that came in the set. Like I said, I'm not gonna open that one up, but it is very similar. I think Mint Chocolate Chip leans a little bit more green, whereas this shade here that I got in here is a little bit deeper and leans a little bit more almost like silvery blue, which is a really kind of interesting combo with these other shades. But this again is my light pink mystery bag. And at the end, I'll hold up this palette so that you can see all of the powders together in case there's something that's like, oh, I couldn't decide which one I wanted. I'll show you all 3 of the sets together. I'm not at all sad that there are a couple things in here like the blush and the eyeshadow that I could definitely keep this eyeshadow. I just know that that's not a shade that I'm gonna reach for a lot. I'm very happy with Mint Chocolate Chip. I love it. So I'd rather pass this along to someone who will enjoy it. It's just the luck of the draw. But I'm so excited to have this cream shadow because it isn't one that I necessarily would have bought for myself, but I think it's one that I'll enjoy. Okay, now, the blue bag. I was struggling, y'all. I have to say, I bought this 50% out of curiosity and 50% for those of you who were curious about this bag, and I just thought that it would be helpful for me to get it. I spent my money, so maybe you either invest your money wisely or you can save your money if you don't like what's inside. Okay, I'm excited. I am so excited for this one. Yeah, this was good. I will be curious to know, for those of you that got mystery bags, I feel like there was more in them this year. Is there more? Like, you'll have to let me know if you feel like, I feel like I got more in mine this year, but maybe it's just been a while and I'm not remembering. So let's start out with a couple things. I want to end on a high note here. So I just want to start out with one of the things that I won't be keeping. This is another, well, it says pressed, but I think that they meant to put loose. This is a loose pigment in the shade Firefly Glow. This is very, very pretty. Oh, it's not showing up. Like, maybe here you can see, this is like a bronze with what looks like a hint of green to it. It's a very interesting shade. It's very pretty. I just know, again, like loose pigments on the eyes, and I just don't use them a lot. So I want to make sure to pass this one along to someone who will get some use out of this. I have to be honest, I just dropped this one when I was like holding it up to show you, and first of all, it fell onto the floor and I heard a and I was like, Oh, please don't tell me this just broke all over my carpet. It didn't, it's fine. I think the top's a little bit scraped, but it still looks very, very pretty. So this one will be going off to a good home. Now, one loose product that I am going to keep just because this shade is so stunning. So this is a loose highlighter, and like you can see it here, this is the shade Pumpkin Spice Latte. Now I have the shade Pumpkin Spice Latte Extra Whip in the pressed version, which is a lighter version. So I'm going to swatch this and then I'll swatch it next to PSL Extra Whip in case you have that one. I would think honestly that shade to shade, I would think that the pressed and the loose are similar, but probably not exact. So I'm assuming that you can get these in both loose and pressed. So I'm going to first swatch. Oh, this is stunning. I mean, this peachy shade is so, so pretty. This is gonna be a freaking stunner. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Ooh. Very, very pretty. Now I will say what I will probably do is use this with a brush that I can really buff a little bit into the cap and put it on, just because these are like ba-bam highlighters. So really quick, I'm gonna pull out Pumpkin Spice Extra Whip in my little pan here. I was just talking about this highlighter. I did use this also in that video swatching my cream shadows. So I'm gonna put it above that one, just so we don't get confused as you're getting to see what's in my bag here. And this was, of course, the Deep Bag. So that is Pumpkin Spice Latte Extra Whip on the top, and then Pumpkin Spice Latte. And by the way, this one, of course, was the pressed. This is a loose version. Oh, so excited to have this one. It's very pretty. This, I mean, this could be like a really glowy blush. It could be a highlighter. So stunning. I mean, on deeper skin, this is going to be a freaking gorgeous highlighter. All right, another item that I got is one of the Sydney Grace palettes. I was just talking about these. This is a 9-pan palette. And like I said, the smaller versions I like better. I just think that they hold shadows a little bit better. The large ones, for some reason, they just seem a little thinner. I don't know if the top just dips down a little bit in the middle, and that's why my shadows bump, but I do find that that happens sometimes. So I have this guy. I don't know if I'll keep him or pass him along, but they do get used a lot. I have here one of the 12 pans. I use these ones a ton. I'll show you up close. Sorry, I probably have like eyeshadow all over the front of this, but it's this beautiful, like almost like Art Deco white and rose gold. They're lovely. Sneak peek, I don't know if this video will be going up before or after the BYOP. It's supposed to go up tonight as I'm filming this. So it just depends on how quickly I can get this video right now edited, but I do really like these, and there are some Sydney Grace shadows in here too. So make sure you check out that video if you want to see some swatches of more Sydney Grace. Okay, let's get into the cream shadow that I got. I'm really excited. This one is like a blue that I think I will totally wear. This is the shade Are You Sure? Can I just tell you that, again, this is a shade that I probably never would have bought, but is very beautiful. Let's go ahead and give her a swatch. I don't know how, with my extensive Sydney Grace cream shadow collection, I don't know how it's possible that I got shades that I don't already have, but I am very grateful. Ooh, yeah, this one is pretty. Oh, she's gorgeous. Again, this is Are You Sure? This is that very, it's almost like gunmetal meets slate blue. And I mean, again, look, smooth, creamy. I should have showed you how little of this was on my hand before I like swiped it out. A little goes a very long way with these. Like, honestly, $8 at full price for these, and these will be 30% off in the sale. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the powders that I got. So these are the shadows. I did not get any other pans, so these are the 6 shadows that I got. This is a beautiful set. This is a very lovely curated color story. Let's go ahead and swatch these out. Okay, so here is our full set from the Deep Blue bag. Of course, this was Pumpkin Spice Latte in a loose highlighter form. This was Are You Sure? That's the cream shadow. So this first one is the shade Abundance. It's a beautiful orangey brown. Then you have Toes in the Sand. Toes in the Sand is a neutral leaning slightly cool brown, and then you have Crashing Waves, which is a beautiful like deep tealy dusky blue. It's like it's very, very pretty. It's a deep navy with a slight bit of teal to it, like almost like that deep, deep peacocky blue. Now then for our shimmer shades, and I love all of these. So here we have the shade Let's Cuddle. It's a beautiful deep shimmery navy. Then we have Baby Boy. This is probably my favorite out of the three. It's almost along the lines of Are You Sure? It's that, this has though a slight bit of green gray to it, so it's like a blue with a green gray. Totally gorgeous. I will definitely wear this. This last one is very fun. If you like a good periwinkle shade or something that's like along those lines, this is a great one. This is the shade Force of Nature. So you can see here, Force of Nature is, it has hints of purple, and that's because it's a shimmery light blue with like tiny reflex of like a purple violet, almost like periwinkle tone. Very pretty. So, oh, look at that. I mean, this is blues that I think just about anybody could wear. So very pretty. Okay, so again, I'm gonna show you here the sets that I got as far as the powder products go. So here we have the deep red set. This center one is the light pink set. Obviously this shadow is just meant to be similar to the shade that I got that I won't be keeping. And then this last one is the deep blue set. I hope that that is helpful. I am so happy. Honestly, I'm gonna be going to work now like riding on a high. Like I'm just like, woo, that was fun. I love mystery deals. If you know me, you know that I'm a sucker for a mystery deal, and I am not disappointed by this one. Obviously, there were a few things that either aren't right for my makeup preferences or something that I feel like I just don't need, and that's okay. I still definitely feel like I got my money's worth because these were $35 a piece, but if you spent $60, Sydney Grace added one in on that sale day. So I just went on the website and it looks like all 6 of the bag options are still available at the time that I'm filming this. And if you did pick this up, like today is the day where you get mystery credit or you get mystery products with a purchase. I think by the time I get this up, that sale will be over. But one of the other days they are doing credit, like store credit with a purchase. So this would qualify towards it. I really think that if you don't have a large Sydney Grace collection and you don't run the risk of having a lot of crossover, although I do think that maybe some of these shades were made specifically for the sale, or maybe you just love a good mystery like I do and you can't deny a good mystery deal. This is totally for you. I really love all of what I got. Honestly, I'm so very happy, and like I said, there really hasn't been anything that I've tried from Sydney Grace in general that I didn't love. That one cream shadow that I have, Stolen Kiss, that one's a little chunky and I don't love that, and then the previous scent of the lip creams wasn't my favorite. The lip creams are beautiful, the scent of them just wasn't my favorite, but I do really enjoy these. So I hope that that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed getting to see this unboxing. Did you pick some of these up? Are you going to pick one of these up now? What else are you getting in the sale? Like I said, I might be shopping one other day. We will see. But that is going to be it for now, lovelies. If you did enjoy this, please don't forget to give this video a like. Please share it with a friend who's maybe interested in these mystery bags as well. Now I gotta get to work. I'll see you really soon.